Your sales page. A sales page is essentially a single web page that has the job of promoting and selling your product. That means that you won't feature anything else at all on this page. No other products, no adverts, and not even any links to your homepage, etc. The reason for this is that you don't want anything to distract them from the product you are selling. Instead, this page will typically feature a long, narrow page of text that is focused purely on talking about the product and making the reader want to buy it. As the reader scrolls down, they will begin to feel more and more invested in the product, having spent more time there, and they will grow more interested in what you're selling. You will then lace the page with Buy Now buttons, which will take them to the affiliate checkout. The art is in writing this sales copy in such a way as to truly persuade the reader. So, how do you do that? Here are some key tips for making a successful sales page. 1. The value proposition. The first and most important thing by far is to make sure that you understand the product's value proposition and how to leverage this for success. Essentially, a value proposition is the thing that makes your product desirable. If the product is a good one, then this should have a strong emotional pull. 2. Know your audience. The biggest mistake is to try and appeal to everyone. Do this and you will end up with a bland product and a bland pitch that won't make a big impact. Instead, think about the precise kind of person that you want to address. Then think about how you can reach that person. 3. Urgency. People don't buy things because they need them. Don't buy things because it makes logical sense. People buy things because they feel this sense of urgency to do so. They do this because they're excited about the prospect of something. They think it will make them feel good or be less stressed. And they're worried they'll miss out if they don't. 4. Readability. Readability is also extremely important when it comes to selling a digital product from a landing page. In short, if your website is currently a huge block of text, then this is going to put people off reading. Remember that attention spans are shorter on average than they have ever been, and a lot of people are going to be pushed for time. Don't make them work to understand your text. 5. Narrative structure. Another powerful trick is to use a narrative structure. When we see a story, we find it very difficult to move on without reading the whole thing. Moreover, we find it much easier to relate with what's being said on an emotional level. Standing out. Standing out is important in general. People are sick of seeing the same thing over and over again. If you want to sell, the most powerful thing you can do is to make your offering really unique and exciting. The go-to marketing advertising strategy. Once you have your product and a website to sell it from, you have a few options to start selling. The simplest is to send potential customers directly to your sales page. Business very often is about finding a great product and then connecting that to the right audience. Finding a route to market. One way to do this is to find your route to market. This is a business term that basically means you're going to identify a way in which you can reach the audience you want to sell to. You might already have an audience that you built up before reading this book. Perhaps you're already a successful blogger on YouTube. That is now your route to market. Your access to the people that will buy what you're going to sell. But if you don't already have such an audience, the best strategy is just to find one that is sitting there waiting. In other words, don't build an audience and then try and find a product to fit. Choose a product because you're aware of an audience that's out there, or find the audience and then find the product. A route to market could be any of the following things: a Facebook page, a forum or online community, a subreddit, a magazine, a real-world club or class. Promoting via social media. Some fantastic routes to market that exist on social media and social sharing sites that are completely free to use are Facebook pages, Google Plus communities, subreddits. If you have tried social media to sell before and it hasn't worked, you are probably doing it wrong. If you want to share products on a forum, for example, then it's key that you first build up the trust and authority there. Post regularly, answer questions, help people out, and generally make yourself popular there before you try and sell. If you sign up and then immediately try to sell, then you'll be banned, or at least your post will be ignored. You need to post things that are interesting, engaging, and emotionally engaging. In other words, you don't want to post an article on how to get abs in a week. Driving sales with PPC. The other way to get direct sales is to set up a PPC campaign that will drive potential buyers directly to your website. The great thing about this method is that it will allow you to earn money entirely passively and with the absolute minimum setup. The downside, of course, is that it does involve a little investment. PPC ads are pay-per-click. That means that you're going to pay for the advertising only when the ad gets clicked. The two biggest PPC platforms are Facebook ads, Google AdWords. As long as the amount you pay per click is lower than this, then you can almost guarantee that you will make a profit from your PPC campaign. This is the simple equation to an almost guaranteed marketing campaign.